exterior, but then there were those like interior window blinds. So was that inside or outside or?
Inside.
Inside? Okay. It was great. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Question way in the front.
Hello? Hey, thanks. That was great. I had a question. Your source videos, you seem to be drawing from like a central library that you've collected, or do you also shoot specific videos before each project for like your video collage?
Yeah, all of the video is video that I shot, and I just shoot video all the time, and then I just have tons of video on my computer, and whenever I want to work on something, I just go through the library and pick out things.
What's the significance of the shots that you pick? Is it movement or mood or subject matter?
Well, I guess it's all of those things. I usually start in iMovie for some reason. I know it's like a really stupid program, but I like how it shows the whole video frame by frame, like down at the bottom. So I just kind of like look through there, and then I pick out parts that look cool, and I put them up in the timeline, like 2-second clips or 5-second clips from just like all these random shots that look good. And then I like play through the whole thing, and a lot of times I base it on the sound of the clip too, like how the sounds go together. Especially in a lot of my newer work that I showed tonight has like over-recorded songs that I have done, but work that I've done earlier that was more like repetitive sound, like field recording sounds. Those ones were made in this way where I bring them up from iMovie and listen to the sounds of the clips a lot and how they relate to each other. So I end up choosing them a lot on this, how if it's like the sound and the visual go together well. And I like there to be, I like it to look as like have colors and patterns that are like grab me, but then also the subject matter in them. Sometimes, the clip will be more chosen because of the subject matter, sometimes more the visual thing, but usually kind of both.
Thank you.
We have a question here in the middle, right? Right here. And then who just had their hand up right there?
Yep. Just wanted to say the video games were fantastic, and made me wonder if you were familiar with the LSD Dream emulator for Sony PlayStation from '98.
I think someone did show me that once.
Yeah, it was really great stuff. Yeah, well, game based on a dream journal.
But it was like Japanese. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. John Rathman showed me that actually.
Oh yeah, great.
It relates.
Yeah, thanks.
There's that question right behind you. If you can just pass that back.
Hi. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about your participation in Oregon Painting Society, and if you maybe like compose sound or integrate videos somehow into the performances that they do.
Yeah, Oregon Painting Society is an art collective that I have been part of for a few years. We're not really working together anymore, but it was going really strong for a while. Birch is here, who's part of it too. And let's see, we didn't really use my videos in Oregon Painting Society, I don't think. But the sound, the work that we did with building synthesizers and making interactive sound sculptures has definitely influenced me and the sounds that I'm making for my videos, and in the games for sure, because we made a lot of just like tripped out installations, immersive zones is what we were going for, that had sound all over that would change as you moved around. And so making these realms, I'm taking a lot for sure from what we made in physical installations. And like this synth is built by Birch and is similar to the instruments that we used in Oregon Painting Society. And we have a group together now called Mesher, or MSHR, that's comes out of Organ Painting Society for sure. Oh yeah, and Organ Painting Society does have some cool videos.
It's on the bottom. Like, yeah, that's the bottom.
Joker in the deck, for instance. You can see them on Vimeo.
I guess I have a question. Looking at your video, I kind of really relate to like the earthwork, land art, like because a lot of them read monumental or like ancient civilization, and it is kind of site specific because it's in a virtual environment. Are you like intended to have a relationship there, or can you speak on that?
A relationship with earth art or with ancient?
I guess both.
Um,
You just have to talk. Pull it up. Can you pull it back?
Thanks. I guess definitely ancient sites I think about a lot, and I got to go to Peru last year where I shot all the footage that looks like it's from Peru, and that was really, really cool. Seeing especially the way that they arranged their cities to be in the shape of animals, So when you go like above Machu Picchu into the mountain, you look down at it, you can see that it's supposed to be in the shape of a condor or something. I think that's, really awesome to be living or, build your city in the shape of something, and then you're like in the city walking around in it. That idea probably influenced me. Like at the beginning of the second video game, unfortunately, I think something happened because I paused it, but there was supposed to be sound at the beginning of that one, but it was silent, and the avatar was like falling down toward the zone that I was about to walk around in. I thought I wanted to make that look like a human body, or to me, like as I was building it and I looked at it, it looked like a human body. So then I kind of tried to make it seem more like one. So as I was falling down, at first it would look like a person coming up, and then I was just down in the space and then moving through. And I have this book that I've been reading lately about ancient images, I guess. And there's a part in it that talks about ancient or ritualistic spaces and how they, in some cultures, were built to be in the shape of a body, so that when you were entering into the space, it was like entering into some kind of magical human body or something. Claudia.
I have a question. I thought of Steiner, the Sutra, and but I didn't think of it. I don't.
Claudia, use the mic, Claudia.
Everyone wants to hear you.
Okay. So in terms of her I thought of New Mexico and the idea of dissolving into nature and the relationship of dissolving through the liminal space of the interface into the virtual world. And I wonder if you could address that, because I felt she does that too, and I wonder if if that's the parallel, or you feel a connection to her or Namjoon Paik in that earlier work.
Yeah, I definitely feel a connection to her. And I think it's cool that people keep bringing that up, because when I stumbled across her work, I was like really amazed. And Namjoon Paik too. And as far as like dissolving, using the interface to dissolve into the virtual, for sure. Like, sitting at the computer, but, using images that I've captured from my life, like especially if, like I go on these walks, like the same walk a lot, and if I like videotape a part of that walk and then bring it home and play with it and make it this weird rhythm where I'm just like, you know, kind of get in a trance, like with that image and the sound of the bird that's like always there, you know? And then going back on that walk again, you kind of like, when you're in that spot, it's like, well, I know this spot in a really weird way because I've been, you know, in this, having this weird relationship with it through the interface.
You could feel that.
Mm-hmm.